Today we're going to be making cabbage soup. This is a very versatile soup. You could literally change it up any way you want to change it up. Today I'm going to be adding some potatoes in it, some carrots, some onions, some celery, a little bit of thyme, some crushed red pepper flakes, some chicken stock, and of course some cabbage. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I've already got some carrots, celery, and onions cut up. I'm going to mince a couple cloves of garlic. I'm going to put that to the side. And then I'm also going to cut up this big cabbage that I have here. I may not use all of it, but then again, I just might. Look, I got my trash bowl here. You could add kielbasa to this. You could add ground chuck hamburger meat. You could add chicken to this. Any type of meat you want to add to it. I'm going to add some ham to it today to make it like a ham and potato cabbage type soup. It's going to be so good. Kielbasa would be perfect in this. Perfect, I tell you. Or some roasted chicken. Get you one of my favorite things to do is get a rotisserie chicken out of the deli at the grocery store. And I like to use that for a lot of soups and, you know, all kinds of different recipes. We got a couple cloves of garlic here that I've just minced up. I'm going to leave it fairly big, like in hunks. Now that is a full cabbage. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take it and this knife, I'm going to cut it in nice big chunks. You don't want it too small because then it'll just end up, you know, nothing. A little bit of olive oil. A couple nice big tablespoons. And then we're going to add a couple tablespoons of butter. I like to use a little bit of both. You know, I love buttery cabbage. But I also like to use a little bit of olive oil as well. Make sure I get all the paper off that. I've got my setting on about medium, slightly over medium. We're going to go ahead and add this right to the pot there. Y'all already know how much I love soup seasoning. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to add some black pepper. I'm not going to add any salt just yet because I'm using chicken stock, and I hope I have enough chicken stock. If I don't, I'm going to use a little bit of vegetable stock as well, and that'll be perfectly fine. We're going to saute these for just a few minutes until they start becoming a little bit nice and tender. Just a few minutes. And we're going to add a little bit of onion flakes. You know, the onions is a texture thing for me. You already know this. You already know this. Onion flakes give it a nice oniony flavor. We're going to add a little bit of thyme. Just a little bit. Smush it between your fingers too to make sure that all those flavors of that is released. If you have a bay leaf, use it. I thought I had a bay leaf, but I don't. I don't have one. Oh, it's so fragrant already. So fragrant. After a few minutes, you can go ahead and toss in your garlic. That big old spoon, that little bitty bowl. We're going to saute this up for just a couple more minutes. Add your cabbage. Get that out of there. Now, if you wanted to cut your cabbage a little bit smaller, you go right ahead. But you know what? I like mine in nice big chunks because it's going to cook down anyway. Now, I try to take the big cabbage vein, whatever you call it, out of there, because I don't really like that in my cabbage, in my soup. You know cabbage is going to wilt down. Let's add our chicken stock. Now I bought the low sodium. I will taste it once it starts cooking or has cooked for a little bit for, you know, seasoning for saltiness. I'll add salt if I need to, which I probably will since it's low sodium, right? And you can use all chicken stock with this, but like I said, I don't have enough. So I'm going to also use a little bit of vegetable stock as well. Alright, I'm going to let that cook down just a little bit. We're going to also add our ham at this point. And it's going to give it a delicious, smoky ham flavor. Alright. Having a little trouble here. I'm going to add some ham as well. I'm not going to use all of this. I'm going to seal this back up. I'm going to put this in the freezer for a later date. Might make me some potato soup with it. I'm also going to add just a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. Just because I like them. If you don't want to add them, you don't have to by any means. Now we're going to let this go for a little bit. We're going to put the lid on it and let it come to a boil and let that cabbage start cooking down. I swear it smells so good. Now while we're waiting for that to come up to a boil, I want to let you in on a little something that I've done. We all know that it's the holiday season. It's coming up. It's quickly, very quickly approaching. And I have always been a giver. I love to give. And I reached out to my local community in my area, and I have adopted a family for Christmas. And this family is a single mother with 2 children. They are twin boys, a twin boy and a twin girl, a boy and a girl, obviously. Tickled to death about this. I felt that I was driven to do this because, like I said, I'm a giver. I have no small children at home, and I love to help people that are in need. Now, I'm really looking forward to buying toys and, you know, all that fun stuff again. And of course, not just toys, but, you know, things that they need, clothing and shoes and food, you know, little snack things. I also plan on helping this family with their Christmas dinner as well. If you would like to help out with this cause, send me a private message on my Facebook page, or just reach out to me somehow. Leave a comment below if you're interested in helping, and I will get in contact with you. That, you know, anything can help. If you would like to, you know, purchase something and send it to me, I will get my, oh my God, I think my P.O. box is, I don't think I've updated my P.O. box, but I will get that going again. If you would, you know, like to help out in any way, shape, or form, whatever it is, whether it's an article of clothing, a toy, something for the mother, any monetary donations, anything you want to do to help out, that would be fantastic. If you don't want to help, I mean, if that's not something you can do, because I know that times are tough. Times are really tough, and this is why I am doing this, because I have felt I've been led to do this by, you know, the good Lord above. This also may be an encouragement to you to reach out to your community to see what you can do to help out any family in need. I mean, it's, you know, we're all here for a purpose. We're all here to, you know, help each other out. So That's what I'm going to do. I'm tickled to death over it, and I can't wait to start shopping for these babies. Now back to the recipe. Once this cooks down a little bit, I'm going to add some baby red potatoes. I'm going to peel them, and then I'm going to cut them up and put them in there. I'm just going to dice them up and put them in there, but I'm going to wait until the cabbage is just about done enough to eat, because you know, little red potatoes don't take long to cook. Let me show you what it looks like so far. Look how good that looks. Again, I've got it on about medium. And look how nicely the cabbage is finally starting to cook down a little bit. It smells amazing. I'm going to add some potatoes in here. Those are that's about five of the little red potatoes, and I just cut those up. So I'm going to go ahead and push those down into the juice. Now I'm going to put the lid back on it. Look how good that looks. It smells so good. Put the lid back on it, and I'm going to let it cook for about another 10 to 15 minutes. Look at that. If you need to add a little bit of extra chicken stock in there, you go right ahead. But you know what? This is perfect for me. Look at that. Look how good that looks. You know, my husband always makes fun of me when I get the bigger spoons out. But that's what I like to eat my soup with. Ooh, the bowl's hot. I had to blow it this time because it pretty much scorched my mouth when I was tasting it earlier. All you need is some cornbread. Hot. That is so good. So good. And you know what I was thinking too? It'll be really good cooked with this. Maybe some smoked turkey wings or something. That would be really good. Something to give it a nice smoky flavor. I think it's perfect just the way it is. And that little bit of crushed red pepper flake gives it just a little bit of heat in the back of your throat. This is amazing. If you like cabbage, you're gonna love this. I hope you give it a try really soon. You know I love y'all so very much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.